You ain't the fucking main character. And I want to welcome y'all back to Four Steppers Only. Yeah, I'm back. I know y'all looking like shit. I'm looking like, and I got dishes washed. I got dishes in the dishwasher, food in the oven, shit. I'm about to get ready and take me a shower, get clean. Man, I ain't even brushed my teeth yet. But I couldn't leave y'all without an episode this week. But this is where we back at. Episode 7. You ain't the fucking main character. A lot of y'all don't understand that concept because y'all think y'all are the main character. Y'all try to overstep boundaries sometimes. Understand your lane. Sometimes you don't need to swerve. Some of y'all need to get parking tickets, and some people need to hand you shit in the mix of mind the business that pays you. Because a lot of y'all butt y'all nose into shit that ain't got shit to do with y'all, and thinking just because you got a mouth and an asshole that you're obligated to say something. Man, I'm sorry. I know it looks like camel semen on my eye, man. I'm still fighting this fucking whatever the fuck is going on my eye. Man, I end up catching 2 stars in one eye. That bitch was all blown up and swollen up. But anyway, but back to this. You're not the main character. Some people just need to understand their role. Understand that they were only there for a short period of time, position, or whatever. Man, that goes for anybody in your family, though. That goes for your mama, sister, cousin, dog, cat, fish, whatever place you like. Oh, side chick, situationship, main lady, pilot, whatever the fuck you got going on, this applies to you. So we try to say we mind the business that pays us. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, if I hear it, I can say something. Because a lot of us in real life want to ask, hey man, who the fuck asked you? Because, but we try to be polite, we try to be pleasant, and a lot of people don't understand that, and feel like they just obligated or moved to say something. Shut the fuck up and just listen sometimes. Because sometimes when you jump your ass off in the deep end, you don't know the fuck you talking about, or you don't even know the situation that's going on. And sometimes that is understandable because guess what? Everything ain't meant to be said and everything ain't meant to be heard. So sometimes mind your fucking business. That's the best way to put it. Let's go ahead and say it like this. Like sometimes people want to say, oh, in my personal opinion, nobody gives a fuck because 9 times out of 10, you ain't saying what the fuck you goddamn had going on. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't doing the same thing. The advice that you're giving ain't the same thing you live by. But you want to tell me do some goofy shit because you think that's the best thing or the best decision that there is to be made. But that's the thing about life, though. We mind the business that pays us. Like I tell people in a heartbeat, if it don't concern me a lot of times, I don't see shit, know shit, and say shit. It ain't got shit to do with me. So guess what I do? Exit stage left. Or I'm like, yep, that's my cue. It's time for me to get the fuck on because, I mind my business. Why should I put myself into some shit that ain't got shit to do with me? Let's go ahead and give a hypothetical example. Do you pull out and say, yeah, that's my friend. I'm going to court with him. I'll help him pay his fines. Hell nah. Hey, that's my friend. I stick by him. And when your ass get cussed out like a dumb son of a bitch that you are, blame yourself. And a lot of people don't understand that. So like, shit, hey, sometimes some people got to sip their tea and get the fuck on. But that's what society has taught us to do nowadays. Because, hey, let's go ahead and be honest. Majority of y'all be goosenecking like a motherfucker while y'all driving down the road. They be like, what's that supposed to mean, Jack? Check me out. Listen, watch what I'm about to draw out for y'all. When you ride down the road and you see a traffic incident, like you're like, oh shit, is there an accident? Oh shit, why is everybody slowing up? Oh shit, what's going on? And when you get to the point when you see flashing lights, ain't shit going on, somebody just pulled over to the side of the road, and people just looking just to look, I feel like sometimes you need to just slap the shit out of whoever started that goddamn, oh shit, I'm trying to see what's happening. Make sure I don't need to record some shit. Hey, instead of you sitting there recording, mind your fucking business. Hey, if you want to help. Go ahead. Sometimes you might get your ass whooped, but that is what it is. I'll tell you a simple analogy. Now, this is going to be fucked up, but it's daddy coming out. So one day, me and my son, we out there doing some shit in the garage. This is my oldest son. So we decided that we're doing something. Next thing we hear somebody yelling, "Help! Help!" My son being naive, talking about something. Daddy, I think we should go get help. I said, Zai, I done seen this shit in horror movies. We ain't gonna say what kind of people. We ain't gonna say what color people. We just gonna say people. This how them people get goddamn killed in them horror movies, and this is why we survive. I'm just gonna say that out there like that because that's what the fuck happens when you don't mind your fucking business and you don't take off fuck off when you're supposed to take the fuck off. That's what the fuck happens. You get shot, you get killed, and next thing you know, today on Fox 5, 2 innocent bystanders weren't minding their fucking business, and they got them motherfuckers got shot. I was about to say the N-word, but I cannot say that on here, and I might offend some people. I'm just saying. But I mean, that's the reality we live in. Mind your fucking business. Sometimes it's minding your business that what pays off. Because like even after all that shit went on, even after all that shit popped off with those 2 individuals, we saw him grab his trash bags. I ain't say we weren't look. Yes, we were looking from the safety of my garage. Lawn chairs out, chilling, drinking water, watching. Well, we over 100 yards away. I'm minding my business. Hey, I ain't butting in. I ain't saying shit, but I'm out here mowing my goddamn lawn, but I'm looking. But guess what? Now, if I would have went over there, jumped in that shit, they could have both tag teamed up on my ass. Sir, that is not allowed. Please don't refrain from doing that. And guess what would have happened? Lo and behold, you better have been in some shit. You better have been in court because both them motherfuckers jumped on you. Now you got your feelings hurt. Now you want to press charges on both of them. And next thing you know, later on that night, he talking about, baby, I'm sorry, they in the goddamn bed. Later on, and you sitting over in the county jail because you didn't, or you let's go ahead and be honest. Your ass ended up in a goddamn plastic bag, zipped up, with caution tape wrapped around your ass. Talking about some, damn, it's a shame what happened to Lil Johnny. Lil Johnny couldn't mind his own fucking business. I mean, it happens. It's the reality of life. Because so many people don't mind their fucking business. Let's take this shit to work. Y'all motherfuckers be want to know the tea on everything. That shit don't concern you because 9 times out of 10, the person telling the tea really don't even know the whole fucking story. Really don't even know what's going on. Oh my God. Do you know he's married? She's pregnant. Oh my God. They have a lot going on. But behind closed doors, your retarded ass does too. But who am I to judge? Guess what that does? I ain't got shit to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with my business. Ain't got nothing to do with how good my food gonna taste tonight. But guess what? I sit my ass back and shut the fuck up and take my ass the fuck on. Because that's what I mind my business. Because I don't want to be in no bullshit or brought up with certain things or certain topics or certain instances that have nothing to do with me at all. Because to me, I don't portray that my stuff in that light. Because I don't try to include somebody into my BS. Because guess what? Sometimes certain things can be fixed because it's surface level. And when you include other people, it's the snowball effect. They sometimes make it worse. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's why we say mind your business, because sometimes you don't need to add extra seasoning and add extra ingredients or add extra people and situations to your shit, because sometimes it makes it worse. Sometimes some people's opinions make it worse, and we can't fix it because it's snowballed out of control. So what do? Just sit there and watch it crash? Just sit there and watch, just throw gasoline on it and just watch it bust up in flames? Sometimes you got to watch it play its course, because sometimes certain things can be fixed by I'm sorry and I apologize and you minding your business. Because a lot of times those third parties only make shit worse. Because I've seen so many things where people be like, they had different disagreements, and the person on the sideline talking, I bet you won't hit him. And next thing you know, they taking off on him. I mean, shoot, even like little, we'll say little entendres. Like, even when people will have comments, let's get on this social media shit. When you have certain instances that go on, certain environments that go on, certain entendres, when you post something and I just see comments, negative comments, or just people with their Twitter fingers, they be real brave as fuck to be online texting the same shit that they wouldn't say in real life, or putting a comment or sharing it to somebody instead of congratulating them. But they want to be a negative fucking Nancy or a Karen or a Stewart. It shouldn't be to where we just understand, like, don't say nothing negative, because you don't want nobody saying nothing negative to you. Because so that tells you right there, mind your fucking business. Stop being that third party. Stop trying to sit back there, eat your popcorn and shit, and listen to what people say. Because sometimes you need to mind your fucking business. Like, straight up and down. There ain't no pretty way to paint it, because a lot of people don't understand it nowadays. They feel like just because they put it out there on social media, you got to give your comment. You gotta say what you gotta say. Oh, I'm obligated to say something. No, you're not. Maybe just sit back and watch. This TV. This is entertainment. You ain't gotta say nothing, because guess what? You're not the main character. Let's go ahead and be honest. Because some of y'all don't even deserve the main character role or anything in that light. Let's go to say, man, y'all like when you got movies. Because I know you got a lot of y'all a little bit dirt. We gonna say it like movies. When you got a class A movie and you got a B class movie, sometimes them B class movies be better than the main storyline. Or sometimes people want to put their own twist on movies. People want to do this, that, and the third. You ain't got to all the time. Just sit back and say, oh, they did a good job. I'm going to leave it alone. I ain't going to put my spin on it. I ain't even going to leave no comment. It was a good movie. Sometimes that's what you got to do. And some people don't understand that. I'm sorry to say this. I'm one of those people. Hey, you good? I'm gone. Because guess what? It's none of my fucking business about their situation, what they got going on, their agreement, whether he has herpes, whether she got STD, she got somebody pregnant. Ain't none of my fucking business. So guess what? I'm gonna act stupid. Jack, you know, I ain't know none of that. You want? I don't care. Bless your child, bless you, because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you, hey, it's good for them. As long as they got their shit figured out, it ain't got shit to do with me. As long as it makes them happy, it ain't got shit to do with me. Keep that shit over there, because I don't want that shit bleeding over in my life and making my shit hot, making my shit worse, making my situation 10 times worse than it can be or that it could be, because I don't want it. But I mean, some people like that drama. Some people like that toxic shit. I don't. Well, I'll spray some raid on that bitch like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Because a lot of times when certain situations don't need your input, don't need your advice, don't need your thoughts, your opinions, none of it. Let them do you. Or like they say, hey, do you, boo boo? Do you? Hey, because I mean, shit. We have we have gotten to the place in society where people think just because they have a voice is meant to be heard. A tree drop in an empty forest don't affect nobody, and that's sometimes what y'all's voices are. Nothing, meaningless, because you're not entitled to your opinion at that time. Not saying that you're not important, but nobody gives a fuck what your comment was. Or it's 9 out of 10, a lot of these people just want the attention or to go viral just because they said something. Or they feel like, oh, I'm a local celebrity, so I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want. 9 out of 10, people want to see you and hear what you gotta say because you toxic as fuck. Or they want to see you crash out. Or they want to see you fumble and fall. Because if that role was reversed, you're gonna be pissed the fuck off when everybody got down talking about your shit and how your shit fucked up and everything else describing your situation. And then you like this, well, I wish people would mind their fucking business. But you didn't. Why the fuck didn't you mind your business? Just trying to figure this out. Why didn't you mind your business when you were obligated to? When you had the opportunity to mind your business, why didn't you mind your fucking business? Now you want everybody to mind theirs. Boo-boo, this ain't a two-way street. You can't have it one way and not the other way. This ain't Burger King. You can't have everything your way. I mean, but in reality, we live by different codes and standards. And a lot of people don't live by the codes and standards they want to be placed onto them that they don't put back into the world. To me, it's retarded. Or a little bit slow. Let me start with that R word before they try to goddamn ban me. But this is real raw and uncut. I'm sorry. There's nothing against people that are misfortunate to have an extra chromosome. Some of y'all think y'all done got dropped on your head. Or to be honest, your mama shouldn't have had you fertilized while she was still in the womb. That's why you got that dent at the top of your head. Just saying. But that's where some of y'all's goddamn stuff goes on. And it's unfortunate, but what do we do? What do we do? At this instance, what do? We still entertain those that want to be entertained because it's cool, it's exciting. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it is good to see somebody else's bullshit because it takes away from ours. But we don't just keep throwing shit at the wall and watching it stick and thinking nothing's gonna happen. Y'all done got too sucked up into reality TV, thinking reality TV is what it really is out here. And that's unfortunate because a lot of what you see on TV, honestly, is scripted. It's paid to happen. And y'all think that's supposed to be real life, which is highly unfortunate and delusional. Let's go ahead and let's keep it where we want to keep it. So, I mean, I just want to tell y'all just to mind your business and understand the lane that pay the lane. How can I put this? I'm sorry. Mind the business that pays you and stay in your lane, because a lot of y'all be swerving, and a lot of y'all deserve tickets for swerving outside of your lane and outside of your territory because y'all feel like just because you have a mouth, you need to say something. You ain't the main character. I mean, how many of y'all out there in Atlanta listens to me? Leave a comment, leave a review, or leave just a little snippet of how many of y'all deal with individuals that feel like they're the main character or they feel obligated to say something just because they have a mouthpiece. You're not. You're not alone. I'm going to go ahead and tell you like that. Because certain people will bring things to your front doorstep like UPS and think that we just supposed to shrug that shit off. In a real valuable world, it is supposed to work like that. 90% of the time, it doesn't work like that. Because you want somebody to react a certain way just because you feel obligated. Like, people hear me say this all the time in my real life. Not my monkey, not my circus. Because, I mean, I'm not including myself into nobody else's BS because I don't want to play. I don't want to entertain. I don't want to do none of that. Because I have enough things that go in my own life that I can't control sometimes that I have to pull out a fire extinguisher to put the shit out. Because of the people I have in my life. If you decide to be toxic, bye. If you desire to be poisonous, bye. If you desire to be full of drama, bye. Because I don't have no room for that. Because like I tell people all the time, my house is my peace. And my peace is my house. Everything outside of that, I ain't got no time for. Because I want to surround myself with peacefulness and not chaos. Not drama, not issues, not concerns, not bitch moans and gripes. I got enough of that shit in my life. With that and my kids. And they mamas. And sometimes it's like, man, get the hell off my phone. I ain't got time for that BS. If you ain't got nothing conducive or productive to bring my way or my child ain't fucking up, man, I ain't got no parts in that. I don't want no parts in it. Because guess what? It's not worth my time. It's not worth my time, my stress, or my effort. And I can take that toxicity and apply it to something positive to where I can have so much more growth and so much more involvement to where it makes me a better person, makes me a better father, makes me a better human being, makes the podcast better. Instead of me dumping energy into something that doesn't deserve my time, my focus, or my need. So I mean, we're at where we're at, and we be where we be. It is what it is, ain't what it ain't. But I want to thank y'all for listening to 4 Steppers Only. We out. Peace. What shit? I never get tired.